Okay, so think about this for a second. Have you ever encountered a story, maybe a book or a film, where you know exactly who did it, but then the person responsible just clams up, utterly silent? Imagine the kind of unsettling mystery that creates. Well, today we're doing a deep dive into exactly that kind of puzzle. We're looking at Alex Michaelides' psychological thriller, The Silent Patient.
Right. And the premise, it's really quite striking. You've got this woman, Alicia Berenson. She's a pretty famous artist. And seemingly out of nowhere, she shoots her husband. He's a fashion photographer. Shoots him 5 times.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. But here's the kicker, and it's what gives the book its name. Right after the shooting, she goes completely silent.
Just stops talking.
Completely. Forever. Doesn't utter another word. And that silence, that absolute refusal to speak, that's the central enigma.
And that's where the whole story really kicks off, right? Because then you have this therapist who comes into the picture.
Exactly. Theo Faber. He's a psychotherapist.
And he becomes, well, pretty obsessed with her case, doesn't he?
Oh, totally. He's absolutely determined to get her to talk. He's convinced, that if he could just break that silence.
Then the truth behind why she shot her husband and why she stopped speaking, it'll all come out.
Precisely. It's less a whodunit and more a why did she go silent?
Yeah. It forces you to think about communication or the lack of it.
And the author uses that silence so effectively. It's almost like the silence itself is a character in the story.
Right. It's not just that she isn't talking. Her silence feels active, heavy.
Mm-hmm. It builds this incredible suspense, but without words. It's all about their absence. It's a manifestation of something deep, presumably trauma or something complex psychologically.
And you as the reader, you're trying to fill that void, aren't you? Trying to figure it out alongside Theo.
Absolutely.
So how does the book actually let us piece things together if she's not talking in the present?
Well, that's where the structure gets really clever.
Yeah.
You have Theo's perspective, his therapy sessions, his investigation in the present day, but you also get glimpses into Alicia's past through her diary.
Ah, okay. So we get her voice, but from before the incident.
Exactly. It's a dual timeline. So you're learning about her life, the lead up to the shooting, through her own words in the diary.
While simultaneously following Theo's, desperate attempts to reach her in the present where she's completely mute.
Right. It makes the silence itself feel like this crucial piece of evidence you're trying to decipher.
And Theo's journey, it's not just about solving the crime, is it? It seems like it gets into deeper stuff.
Definitely. It delves into, the ethics of therapy, how far someone should go.
The boundaries.
Yeah, the boundaries. How far you push to uncover a truth someone clearly doesn't want revealed. It kind of makes you question who's healing who almost.
And I know we teased it at the start, but the book is famous for its twist, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's genuinely mind-blowing.
Without giving it away, obviously.
No spoilers. But as Theo digs deeper, trying to break through that silence, the narrative builds towards this turn. And it doesn't just surprise you. It completely reframes everything.
Everything you thought you knew about Theo, about Alicia, their motivations?
The whole thing. You immediately want to go back to page 1 and see all the clues you missed. It's that kind of twist.
That's the powerful storytelling.
It really is. So fundamentally, you have this stark dynamic. Alicia's profound, unbreakable silence on one side.
And Theo's relentless, almost consuming need to understand it on the other.
Yeah, the pursuit of the unspoken truth. It makes you ask, what happens when the most vital information isn't in words, but in their total absence?
So, thinking about that, maybe the final question for you listening is this. What does it actually mean when the key to everything, the absolute core of the truth, isn't spoken? When it's communicated purely through silence? And what kind of depths do you have to explore? What lines might you have to cross to finally understand a silence that holds something truly shocking?